Oh, there's Brian again. Emily, Sam, Will. Okay.
Call the meeting started and do a quick roll call. I'll start. Sam Wolf, NRC Chair.
Brian Quisler, Vice Chair.
William Foster, NRC member. Is that my title?
Yep.
All right.
Emily Lisborg, member.
Pete Walter, I'm the Oregon City Planning Manager and the Staff Liaison to the Natural Resources Committee. This meeting was called, we didn't exactly nail the date down, and I forgot to publish the agenda when we said we wanted to do it, but then I emailed everybody and we settled on September the 4th as the date to discuss our work plan and make any last changes that you wish to make to it and adopt it. So got that. We did put an agenda out, and it's been published on the city website all week. So the public has had the opportunity to see the agenda and to see the draft red lines on the work plan as well. I have not received any comments from the public about it. What the work plan is our realistic set of what we want to get started on or accomplish within the 2025-2027 biennium. We've done quite a bit of work on this already. We did do the draft red lines are what was previously discussed at the last two meetings of the NRC. But the committee wished to discuss and make some final decisions this evening. So if we don't get to a decision this evening, we would table this to our subsequent regular meeting, which will be in October. So one of the reasons that we decided to do this evening is because October is a long way off and kind of wanted to get started or get the work plan adopted.
Great. Well, I'm going to move so the family can go ahead and take care of their items. But I propose that we, Pete, if you're able to share your screen, maybe we can follow along and
Recording in
final
progress.
discussions can happen that way. Sound good?
That sounds good. So I'll share my screen and I'm going to show you the draft red lines in a Word document for the 2025-2027 work plan. One sec. And let me know if you see this. Okay.
See it.
Okay, great. I'm happy to just walk through the items that were proposed for change, but the whole document is fair game. And I think we should just start at the beginning. Just a brief overview is that the document itself is organized based on the committee's bylaws. And within the committee's bylaws are these responsibilities, which are the bold headings. So the NRC responsibility number 1 is to promote community involvement in natural resources conservation. NRC responsibility number 2 is to initiate recommendations and review updates to the city's comprehensive plan, codes, and policy as they relate to statewide planning goals that are integral to our mission. NRC responsibility number 3 is receive notice and comment on land use applications and projects within city limits and the urban growth boundary. NRC responsibility number 4 is conduct orderly meetings that result in good communications, and NRC responsibility number 5 is to coordinate with Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee, PRAC, and Planning and City Commissions on at least an annual basis that results in good communication and mutually beneficial results. So those are the 5 responsibilities from the committee's bylaws, and beneath each of them is an activity that the committee feels is furthering that responsibility and supporting the NRC's mission. And this is also informed by the city commission goals. City commission goals with respect to natural resources, and the last goal setting included doing a tree canopy assessment within the biennium, starting a Bee City USA application and getting enrolled in the Bee City USA program, and also looking at grants for a tree canopy assessment. Along with that, these other activities, including the ones that are redlined here.
I think we can generally can we say this, that the items that are redlined are ones that this exact group has discussed. Not that we can't change anything today, but these redlines are a result of that. So do you guys see it how I do? Is like we're here to just review that these red lines reflect what we've kind of agreed upon as a group, with the intention of getting to the finish line, as long as there's no disagreements through that.
Yes, Brian.
Yeah, that's how I understood it.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you guys think about it? I think we all either have reviewed this document or are right now. Should we just ask, like, are there any requests for changes just off the top that we can start kind of chipping away? Or do you guys think we should go line by line, or what should we do here?
It might be useful just for me to go through the red line ones first. And then we can circle back on the ones that aren't redlined, if there are any questions. Responsibility 1, item 3 is improve awareness through the city website. Well, I'll say it was improve awareness through the city website, brochures, QR code signage, and social media for awareness and interpretation of the Natural Resources Overlay District, support city efforts to inform new property owners within the NROD of the purpose of the overlay district, and ways to enhance habitat and water resources. The revision was to remove some of the specifics with respect to all of these natural features and just put the natural resources overlay district and then keep supporting city efforts to inform new property owners within the NROD of the purpose of the overlay district and ways to enhance habitat and water resources. And I should mention that William has already met with staff initially to discuss accomplishing the outreach to NROD property owners with our GIS departments looking at how many properties are in the NROD, and then every 6 months they do a review, not just for NROD stuff, but they looked at how many tax lots have changed ownership anyway to see what's happening. So they get that report from the county every 6 months, I believe. And then they would just do some sort of basic analysis to see how many of those transactions are actually within the NROD. So we have a list of recent property transactions within the NROD and a list of property addresses that we can send the information to. So that one really has some wheels, and we're excited about it. Just waiting. Basically, what William has agreed to do is provide the content from his perspective as a homeowner within areas that are affected by the NROD. And then staff, including our communications director, who is in charge of all the social media and all the other things the city communicates through, would help not only put together a brochure with city branding and logos, but also get it on the website and publish it in a way that is accessible to a lot more things. William, what's your feeling about that one?
I think that's an accurate summary of where we're at. I'm working on content right now. We're meeting next on September 16th to go over a first draft of that.
Yeah.
That all sounds good to me.
I didn't realize that was in the works. That's a great program. Is that just for like houses that have been purchased recently or changed ownership, or is that just like all private property in an NROD affected area?
Are we not?
We're gonna get. Sorry, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I was wondering. We're not only going to send it when property changes hands, but will we initially send it to everyone currently in an NROD?
Yeah, I think we would initially. Well, yeah, we will definitely initially send it to everyone in the NROD, and that may be a big mailing. We can include taxpayers and tenants as well, which is what we do for land use notices. We do not just the property owners, but any apartment renters and stuff as well. And then depending on how many properties that is and how much it costs, mailing wise and other costs, we can either keep doing it for the same kind of pool of owners every year, if that's everybody in the NROD, or we can figure that out. But I think the committee, I should report back to you. We can report back to you after we get the initial mailing out. How's that?
Yeah. Can I weigh in? I see that Sam's got the camera off. I know she'll jump in if I say something she doesn't agree with. But I think from my perspective, and sounds like from what William just said, we can agree with this language and maybe continue here. I don't know. Sam, yep. Emily?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool.
Sounds good to me too.
And I guess, William, is that something that the pamphlet, are you planning on including contact information if people have questions about specifics or?
Yeah, we can do that. Also, the pamphlet's going to reference a URL on the website where people can, whether it be additional resources.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we can probably tie in a QR code with a lot of good info. Yeah, okay. So moving on, sorry about my dog. The items 4 and 5 were continue to strengthen and encourage participation in the Heritage Tree Program through various means and work with property owners to seek heritage tree designation within the Thimble Creek Concept Plan area. Item 4 was removed. I think the committee decided that it was already kind of captured elsewhere in the document under item 2 above. And the Thimble Creek owners have decided to move on with a property to completely redevelop their golf course and have did not elect to seek heritage tree designation. So that one went away. Okay, so those were 4 and 5. Those went away. Any comments on that?
Thanks to me, Pete.
Okay.
No comments from me.
Then we added backyard habitat to what is now item 5. So in addition to HOAs, Metro, and all these other groups, that we added, it's weird. Okay, yeah, we added backyard habitat program. And sorry, long day. And then item 6, continues to supports partnerships with Oregon Heritage Tree Council and Oregon Community Trees. Then on to number 2. We removed all the language regarding IPM in item 2 because we were going to focus on item 4 instead, which does the same thing, which is supporting an application to B-City USA program, which requires that the city basically get enrolled in a program of integrated pest management. It's more specific because it's relying on doing it through Xerces Society and being a B-City USA and then keeping that current as an ongoing program, which can expand over time and involve other departments. But this one in particular is in the city commission goals and is being headed up under the Parks Department. So they would be kind of the department that's writing the application, but they're going to be drawing heavily on input from the NRC and from PRAC as well. So that takes care of that one.
I think Emily's our biggest proponent and kind of subject matter expert on those. Emily, did we cross out the right thing and add the right thing?
Yeah, I think that all sounds good. Yeah, and I talked to just following up our meeting last time. I think Melissa, the new staff person, referred me to I think it's Jared that does the trail news, and I'm still waiting to hear back from him about a recurring thing, but I think that would be a nice thing to pair with the B-City.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I agree. So that was responsibility number 2, item 2. And kept improved public outreach and information about invasive plants, but we also added insects. That's item 2 now. Item number 4 is amended to become item 3. which rather than amend the city's adopted nuisance and native plant lists at this time, reference regionally accepted and regularly updated plant lists from Clackamas Soil and Water District, Metro, Portland, and the Willamette native plant list. Is there any comment on that one?
Pete, help me remember, is the idea here that we're just kind of like taking out the language that makes it seem like we're going to try to affect a policy that needs to be decided on, and just says like, look, we're going to reference these lists as a body when we go to make recommendations to the city?
Well, we could make the language a little more specific. I'm just trying to think. And so to make it like,
I'm not asking for that.
yeah.
In fact, I don't mind it being a little bit general. I just kind of wanted to rehash, because for me, like the language amend city resolution,
Yeah.
that sounds like a hard thing to accomplish. So I'm supporting that bit of language that we softened it, and I'm just trying to like say it back for myself, but also for the group that like that's what we were doing there.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
What is Willamette native plant list? Is that actually a thing, or is that meant to be a general plant list of the Willamette Valley? Because I Googled that. It doesn't.
Oh, it used to be a thing. It's been on the work plan for a while. So if it's gone away, that would be important to know.
Is it possible that references like the Portland plant list, which I think has like the subtitle of like plants of the Willamette Valley? Is that maybe what? Because that's the most up-to-date document, I think, in terms of comprehensiveness.
Yeah.
We might specifically say Portland plant list just to be, because that's the one we're talking about. Right? We would say Portland.
Well, if you want it to be broadly encompassing of native plant lists in the region, you could just say that. Rather than the Willamette native plant list, you could say, and other regional plant lists.
I see one through
That's
Metro.
exactly what we do now.
Metro has one, but it's not very comprehensive. It says native plants for the Willamette Valley Yard. Maybe that's the one that it's referencing.
Yeah, I think it had a different name. I think it got renamed.
There is a Portland Willamette native plant list that talks about more native plant. So it might be the Portland curated list.
Yeah. In any case, yeah, I think changing the name to Portland plant list makes sense.
Yeah. I think it's the most definitive one of all these. And then native plant
So
list.
take out Willamette native and put Portland.
Yep. And that one's updated regularly too, I think.
Okay. Update plant list from Clackamas Soil and Water District Metro. I'm just gonna say, and the Portland plant list. How's that?
It looks good to me.
Sounds good.
Here's what it looks like non-redlined. Reference the regionally accepted and regularly updated plant list from Clackamas Soil and Water District Metro and the Portland plant list.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Good job, William. Nice catch.
Number 5 was, with Public Works, explore feasibility of offering reduced stormwater rates in return for planting trees in the right-of-way to intercept rainfall, reduce runoff, and improve stormwater quality. I don't remember exactly why we decided to remove this, but my sense is that the Public Works Department was not supportive of it, but that has, that's something that hasn't been discussed recently. I think at the time of revising this, it had been, we do have, if you wanted to keep this one on the list, I don't see any harm in it. It's just very specific. and it's sort of like there's so many things that go into the stormwater rate, and a big part of it is how much property there is. And if you do plant trees, you might get a small reduction, but I don't know that it's going to get a huge reduction. But that's a whole other discussion. So exploring the feasibility of it is, I think that's reasonable. Mm-hmm. What do you?
My memory there is that we didn't think we could actually affect this with the time and effort that we were able and willing to apply here. And as I've kind of always pushed, is like, let's keep our list simple and things that we can really accomplish. Certainly open to hearing if someone has a different opinion and adding this back. I don't think Pete's right; it doesn't hurt anything. But that's how I remember the conversation.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I have no problem with taking it off the list for now. It might be a bigger change to address with other agencies. It might not be a Oregon City initiative.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I think it's potentially something that they could pick up as the biennium moves on. Okay, so in 5 we added support the city's application to and participation in the Bee City USA program and integrated pest management IPM through the Xerces Society for Invertebrate Conservation. That one. And I believe that is it for responsibility number 2. The other items 5 and 6 did not change. We didn't make any changes to the remainder of the goals of the work plan.
I move that we accept all changes as currently written, and then we can bring up any discussion.
I second that.
Sam, if you're talking to us, you're on mute.
Sorry, my 2-year-old is asking me to come and do something for him, but I told him no.
Do we need a third or a follow-up or anything, or can we continue?
I think you've got a motion and a second, so you can you can vote on it, or
is there any discussion or question? All right, barring no questions or comments, I suggest we vote. All in favor, say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
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 All right. 4 in favor.
All opposed. I can't see Dave right now, so I can't tell.
I'm in favor.
Okay.
Cool. 5. Thanks, Dave. Sorry.
All right. Motion passed.
Excellent work. I'm really happy about the work you guys put into this, and I think it's a workable and manageable set of activities now, many of which we've already gotten starts on, which is nice. And we can revisit this fairly regularly. It's up to the committee, and it's up to me to report on progress too. So that's kind of one of those things that a workable document can do. It's like you can measure your progress. So the other nice part of it is that I think a lot of the public awareness aspects of this have gotten buy-in from other departments, including the communications manager. So I think we can move from this point and really make this thing happen. So thank you.
Thank you, Pete. After we've accepted all the changes, do we need another vote to accept the document, or is that our last vote?
So yeah, good question is what happens now? We would basically inform the city commission that we've made some revisions to our work plan. If that's something that you're happy with staff doing, I'm happy to take that forward, get it on the city commission agenda. I'm not sure where on their agenda it'll go, if it's a discussion item or if it goes on consent agenda or not. Normally, I think if it's something like this that has full unanimous support of the committee and it's essentially building off of the work that they already know about, it would go consent agenda. But they can think about a consent agenda as the city commission can pull anything off if they want to make it a discussion item and have a discussion about it publicly. So I guess what I'm saying is you've accepted the changes to the document. You could take a vote to forward your revised work plan for the city commission's consideration and knowledge.
I move we, after accepting all changes, we forward this to the city commission for their awareness.
Second. Beat Emily to it this time.
Any questions or comments? All right, well, let's vote. All in favor, raise your hand and say aye, or just
Aye.
yeah.
Aye.
Any opposed? Emily, did you vote? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, sorry, I said aye. Looks good.
Cool. All right. Motion carries, and so everyone here
Okay.
said yes. No
Thank you
abstentions,
so much.
no nays. Very
Great.
good. Thanks, Pete.
Thank you all. Have a great evening, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Thanks, everybody.